Oh, specifically an example of how the mob was tied in with the courts? Oh, that's a good one. A judge calls me, says he wants to get a group of 10 lawyers together at $2,500 apiece. So these lawyers can exclusively work in his court to get assignments, arbitrations, facilitations, mediations, and get their money back, plus some. Okay, when I approached the judge, though, something didn't seem right about it, and I said to him a comment like, "Well, who's running against you?" I thought it was for campaign money. He said, "Well, no one's running against me. It's just to get a group of lawyers, solid lawyers together." And I said, "Well, Judge, if no one's running against you," he goes, "and by the way," he slips this comment, "and by the way, you can pay an opponent to drop out of a race. It's completely legal." And I thought to myself, have you lost your mind? Because this judge at the time was probably 80 some years old, and he was slipping mentally. Which brings me to my next point. Okay, you've got to be wondering at this point, why are there no limitations on federal judges' terms? They're appointed for life. Why? There is no way you can possibly have your mental faculties when you're 116 years old, like some of these guys go kicking and screaming off the bench. Now, let me give you an example. When they enacted these laws to appoint federal judges for life, this was in the 1800s. The average age of an adult male was 64 years old. Adult female was 68 years old at that time. Now, and they were getting appointed in when they were 50 some years old, and they lasted around 12 to 14 years, and they still had their mental faculties. Now you got these judges that are in their 90s, and they don't leave the bench. Why? Because now they're hooked into all this insider trading, and now, right in the middle of my second release of my second edition, you hear about Clarence Thomas taking these lavish vacations and yachting vacations and all this. They get the other guy, this, what's his name? Ramos? No. What's his name, the other guy?
George Santos.
George Santos. Yeah, that's another one. I mean, just outright criminal acts. It's the exact same thing I talk about in my book. But what are they still doing up there? Especially Clarence Thomas. Why is he still there? Because they're appointed for life. And that means they can keep the money flowing with these lavish gifts and tuitions and all these things. They can keep it flowing for their families. They can't possibly make a decision. Hey, let me tell you something. I have ultimate respect for older people. I mean, when I was 26, I was carrying a man's groceries around, and I was already a lawyer because I grew up with that code of respect. So you can't tell me it's about being age per se. No, some of these old fucking bags of bones have no business on the bench. Some of these old fossils, I mean, they should be fossilized. They got their staff doing their work. They don't even know who half their staff is. They don't even know what time their wife went to bed, or how long she's been alive. And they're making decisions over your life. So, at some point, this is what this is designed to do, to educate you, and inform you, and maybe be a little entertaining. If you saw these guys' routine, they're not getting up in the morning playing tennis or doing 80 minutes or 90 minutes of cardio. You know what I mean? They can hardly stay awake for 90 minutes. So maybe it's time people wake up as to why they have no term limitations. Hey, thanks for taking the time out of your day for watching this video. Please be sure to like this video and to subscribe to the channel for more videos.